So why did Jesus come? Who is Jesus? What child is this? He's the one who's able to restore your relationships with that person that's in your family, your friend, your neighbor, your coworker, or even with God. This is what it says in John chapter 16, verse 33. Jesus said, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Now I want you to circle that word in. It's used a couple of times in that verse. In. In this life you're going to have troubles, amen? In the world you're going to have troubles. But in Jesus, what are you going to have? Peace. I want to illustrate that for you. Simple illustration. So just so you can get it, just so you can picture it, okay? So over here on this side, I've got a bowl filled with colored water, and it's red, so I just want you to think of it as the world. And this bowl is filled with some clear water. Just think of it as Jesus. And I've got a couple of sponges, and I want you to think of that as just us. This is us, all right? So in the world, what do we get from the world? We get things like fear, we get things like worry, we get things like resentment, bitterness, grudges. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. So when you're in the world, you're dipping yourself into this world. What are you going to get from it? The same stuff. It's going to get in you. Whatever's in the world is going to get in you. Amen? So if it's fear, worry, resentment, grudges, bitterness, whatever it is, it's in you. And guess what happens in the world? We get squeezed. We get pressure. We get stress. We have troubles, problems. All of that stuff squeezes us, puts pressure on us. And whatever's inside of you, when you get squeezed, it's going to come out of you. So if you've got worry in you from the world, if you've got fear in you from the world, if you've got anger from you in the world, that's inside of you. When the squeeze is on, that's what comes out. Does that make sense? All right. But Jesus is here. Here's us. If we have Jesus in us, what do we get from Jesus? Love. I mean, just look at the fruit of the Spirit, right? Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, self-control, gentleness, kindness. It's okay. It's all good. If that's inside of us, what comes out of us? All that stuff from Jesus. So when the squeeze is on, and you know what the squeeze is like because you've been squeezed before. And if you got the things of this world in you, when the squeeze is on, you're going to have anger towards your husband, anger towards your wife, resentment towards your kids, resentment towards your parents, and that's going to come out of you when the squeeze is on. But if you've got Jesus in you, what's going to come out? Love, kindness, peace, joy, patience, all of that good stuff. What is going to help you more in your relationship? The things that come from the world or the things that come from Jesus? Of course. Does anger help you in your relationship? Do grudges? Does fear? Does worry? Does resentment? Does bitterness? That's what comes out when all you have is the world in you. But when you have Jesus in you, and his love comes out, his peace comes out, his mercy, his patience, his joy comes out, all of that is going to improve your relationships. See, this is the great gift that we get from Jesus Christ, folks. This is the wonderful thing that comes from Christmas. Jesus is able to give you this. Man, this is so wonderful. If we just put it into practice every single day of our life, would be so much different. It would transform our life overnight. It would dramatically change our marriage, our career, our mental outlook on life. It would change the world around us if we had more of Jesus within us. And the truth of the matter is this. This world is never, ever going to experience real peace until we as individuals have the Prince of Peace within our heart. He has to be in us. We have to get that gift inside of us. How does that happen? Look at what it says in Romans chapter 3, verse 24 through 25. It says, God did this for us. Out of sheer generosity, he puts us in right standing with himself, a pure gift. Circle that phrase, a pure gift. He got us out of the mess we're in and restored us to where he always wanted us to be. And he did it by means of Jesus Christ. God sacrificed Jesus on the altar of the world to clear the world of sin. This is the gift of Christmas. This is what Jesus is able to do. This is who Jesus is. This is what he came to do for you and for me, for the entire world. It's the greatest gift of all.